Someone who's used social media many times in the past, I can actually draw to the conclusion that online relationships don't work and they usually tend to never work. And I'm primarily talking about from what I've seen from celebrities, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West. I don't know why, but the Kardashians, they always seem to appeal to me. They always do. But just in general, I'm primarily talking about celebrity relationships, but I guess this can also intertwine with, us regular guys who aren't in the limelight, but do prefer, and I would suggest you keep your relationships off social media as much as you can, because unfortunately we don't live in Disneyland in real life. People are disgusting and they always have something to say. Now these are the lazy people, which on paper we shouldn't be caring about anyway, and it's all the more reason why we shouldn't let their negative criticisms get to our head, but understandable people also. And more time, it's just the way people are. Whether we like it or not, to some extent we crave validation. That's part of the human psyche, human nature. And there's nothing wrong with that, depending on, the type of people you want to please. But most people, and, myself included at sometimes, it's very easy to let people's opinions get the best of you. But when you put yourself from the perspective of them, and then, their perspective of just talking shit, they're probably insecure and have nothing else going on. It makes you think, right, maybe I shouldn't be stressing too much because they're just very insecure about their own selves. But yeah, online relationships is extremely destructive. Very destructive. People are weird, man. People are very weird. They love to dwell on someone else's business. Even to an intimate level about a relationship. It's fucked. Personally, with myself, I can never understand why someone would be so bothered about another man's situation. I'm just looking at a bird. It looks like it's taking a shit right in front of me. Standing on a pillar, it's crazy. I'm not going to show you, but yeah. It's just shut there too. Man. It's crazy, the internet, and keep your relationships offline. The worst thing, and I'd say one of the biggest flaws and the most misfortunate thing about being a celebrity online is, your career is documented. Everything you do is documented. You can't even enjoy the regular things. And we're primarily talking about in a relationship sense. Let's say you take a woman out. That woman is now going to be a spotlight. You can literally walk out to a nice, sophisticated cafe, let's say in Paris. You can't even enjoy that without people doing paparazzi 24/7. Have you ever seen the Kardashians do their paparazzi? Poor them. Can't even enjoy a holiday now without people looking at them 24/7. Best case scenario, they go to a country that doesn't speak English. But God, everyone speaks English nowadays in every country. Well, damn near every country, don't they? So it's very hard to find that freedom. And that all comes from their relationships being publicitized. And people on the internet, they love gossiping about shit. It's weird. You probably can't relate because you're watching these type of videos. I'd assume you're more into the self-development niche. You don't have time to dwell on other people's problems. And rightfully so. I'm with you on that. I agree. But I don't recommend showing your relationships online and documenting them because people are disgusting. Now, I guess it can be subjective in terms of the type of audience you're able to attract. Maybe that could kind of filter out the hate you get. Overall, it sucks, and I don't wish the worst on you, but bad things do happen in life and things can go left, and then what you would think would be the ideal relationship and it would last forever, you break up, and then that's publicized on the internet, everyone has their insights, and it's realistically, come on, that isn't normal. In a global scale also, having all these people across the globe talking about your relationships and when you screwed up, everyone screws up. Everyone has breakups, but not everyone has it documented. We fuck up all the time. All the time. We all have bad days. I have bad days when I'm just walking in public and I'm not feeling it, man. I just don't want to talk to anyone, But from their perspective, they're in the public eye, right? Let's say they did have some bad things going on in their relationship. Let's say they're having a bad day. They can't even buy a sandwich in the store. They can't even go to Walmart and get a sandwich without everyone harassing them. It sucks. You can't detach. You can't truly detach. It's like the outside world is a prison, and their freedom is their home. which is very ironic because it's an oxymoron. It should be the opposite, right? But the world is cruel, you know. And I don't recommend you put your relationships on the internet, because people are toxic, and even if you do break up with that woman, people are gonna talk shit. It's gonna destroy you. Like I said, most men break up. You know, you go for a breakup. I've never been in a relationship, so I wouldn't know. Can't empathize, but I can sympathize, and I can only imagine. Naturally, you're gonna feel like shit. She may have cheated on you. You know, things happen. You're on a rap, but at least you can be in isolation with your own thoughts. You don't have to deal with what most celebrities deal with. Shit. The criticisms that really are needed online. It's unnecessary. It's like putting shit in a beautiful. It's like putting shit in a beautiful birthday cake. You don't need to. Just deal with the suffering alone. I wish more people understood that. Online relationships don't work. They really don't. They don't, man. Everyone's in your business. Everyone wants to know what's going on. Which is really weird because we should be focused. Our life should be so busy. We shouldn't even be thinking about that. But people do it, man. So I know someone needs to hear it. So I think it was worth mentioning. Don't do online this shit. Don't do online relationships. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work, man. Most of the time it doesn't work. You may be the rarity, but most of the time it doesn't work. It's so sad. Don't do it, man.